Some Quad City youngsters were recently roped into a lesson on cowboy music and history when Randy Irwin, a professional trick roper and yodeler, came to town. Cowboy Randy, as he calls himself, hopes his summer tour of libraries in the Midwest steers kids the right direction. Randy Irwin has performed at Carnegie Hall, the Library of Congress, and at folk festivals in several countries. This summer, he's on tour of libraries in several Midwestern states. He's yodeling, singing, and passing along cowboy culture and tall tales, such as the one about one of the original superheroes, Pecos Bill.
Every place this person goes, he's a different shape, a different size, a different color, he speaks a different language, but it doesn't matter because he has giant muscles. Show me your muscles. Every place he goes, his muscles hop and rip and ripple and pop all over his body. Very strong. And not only that, he has a strong mind. He has a powerful mind. He's very intelligent.
I just want them to have fun, and they have fun, and I slip a little pill in between, bits, and they might remember one thing out of it.
Irwin hopes his library appearances have a lasting effect for audience members as well as for the libraries he has visited.
It's a good draw to bring them in, and then I pitch them a book at the end. That's what's really about, is you get them in a big group and they're having a good time and they think, oh, library, because it's just appalling. Nobody's reading anymore. I mean, it's just appalling.
While he now lives in Springfield, Illinois, Irwin is the real deal growing up in Texas.
There were rice farms, and then we had corn and soybeans, and Uncle Rudolph had a bunch of cows, and he'd run them across, had improved pasture, and we were always like, I was kind of crazy little kid, and jumping on horses bareback, and letting them pitch me off. We were always riding the calves and doing things we shouldn't have been doing.
Irwin graduated from film school and was writing copy at a TV station when he decided a career change was in order. He discovered he could yodel.
I just could do it. I got my full voice, my full baritone, really light baritone, about 25, set right in, and I could just do it. I just had this high, voice soprano voice way up there that just never left. So it was just there, and I have sort of a rudimentary, perfect pitch, not really refined or anything, but it's easy for me to jump from make huge leaps in interval.
He also taught himself trick roping.
Through research, I finally found out that the right material is cotton cord, nice loose cotton cord, spot cord they call it, but you can't hardly find that anymore. It's old brand. But any kind of cotton cord, and then I made up my own knots and started teaching myself. And once you start learning how to do one kind of loop, and you sort of, I remember seeing people doing different tricks, basic tricks, and then it sort of the rope shows you what needs to, the physics of the rope shows you what needs to be done.
Irwin can be heard, if not seen, in the Disney animated film Home on the Range. Just as actors have stunt doubles, Irwin did the yodeling for actor Randy Quaid, who provided the speaking voice for the villainous character Alameda Slim.
Whenever there's like a wild yodel that's not in the song, that's me. And then whenever he starts the yodel, he does like the first consonant, yo, and then I'll go, yo. I do all the falsetto, most of the falsetto work that's happening.
The recording session took place in Los Angeles several years ago. The movie was released earlier this year.
You lay down the tracks, and they film you. They do video, and they do video of everybody. So you see an animated character on film, you'll see characteristics from the actors usually. If it's a feature film, you'll see little mannerisms that they naturally put into their performance. It's real. I hate to use the word organic, but it's a very organic process. Rewrites, so many rewrites, so many times you go back in and redo it because they've gotten into the animation. They go, well, animation demands that you do more of this vocal, or you do more of, or we have to rewrite a song because we need more of this kind of action. Or so everybody's doing piece by piece by piece. It's like a little quilt. You just put it all together.
Oscar-winning composer Alan Menken wrote the music for Home on the Range.
We'd get in there and I'd start improvising and go, I need a little more of this, a little more of Could you do it in a more minor key? Could you do faster? Could you slow it down before the phrase ends there? So ornamentation inside the general structure of really a classical piece of music that he wrote.
Randy Quaid may not be able to yodel, but Irwin says he can sing.
He worked so hard on that song. I don't know if he's a natural singer or not, but just I could tell, because I'd heard his tracks before where he was preparing to do the real thing, and it just got better and better and better.
Home on the Range isn't yet available for rent. Until then, Cowboy Randy may be found at a library near you.
My brain is hardly working right now. Nothing happened.